Hello, Uta Hagen here of Trans Widow Uta Hagen YouTube channel and author of the Trans Widow memoir In the Curated Woods, True Tales from a Grass Widow, which I wrote and published. I published in 2022. I wrote the book from 2021 to 2022, chronicling my now ex-husband's transition and my life as a trans widow that is a woman who divorced a suddenly cross-dressing, demanding man after his therapists tried to groom me and gaslight me into experimenting with role play where I pretend I'm a man in bed using equipment so that he can fulfill his fantasy that he's a woman and he can pretend with physical props that he is female. Now, the fact that he would have to use props for that directly proves that he is not female, and Representative AOC and Representative Jasmine Crockett, so-called, in quotes, trans girls, are not girls. They are boys who have been fed a fantasy that you can change sex. And the word gender is completely deceptive with this because you cannot change your chromosomes, you cannot change every cell in your body as much as the autogynephiles like Rachel Levine and David Debbie Hayton would like to convince you that someday you will be able to change all of that. Someday you might be able to invent yourself on AI as the opposite sex, but that cannot happen in reality. Now, you probably don't know anything about trans widows, so I recommend to you that you go to Lime Soda Films, lime being the green citrus fruit, Lime Soda Films YouTube channel, and watch Behind the Looking Glass, which tells the real story of what happens when someone like the person who now calls himself Rachel Levine completely turns their family upside down together with mental health practitioners who are operating on a premise that basically involves the largest medical malpractice scandal in the history of medicine. And you can go to segm.org to find out all of the references to the studies which show that actual rates of suicide go up 7 to 10 years after the patient has gone on puberty blockers, wrong sex hormones, had surgeries, etc., because they know in the deep recesses of their conscious and subconscious mind that they are the sex they were born. Nancy Mace is standing up for all of us. And the one question that I would really like Nancy Mace to ask in addition to what is a woman is this. When a man in his 30s or in some point later who has fathered children suddenly decides that he is actually a woman spiritually, and therefore he has to do all these changes and make all these demands of his wife and of his children, and he, together with the mental health profession and you, Democratic elected representatives, gaslight all of them to have to say things they know are not true. Then a simple version of this question is, can a father later, after he changes his wardrobe, can he claim to be the mother of the children he fathered? Because that is what they're doing. So Nancy Mace, I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to send this to all three of you, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, and Nancy Mace, this one question. To Nancy Mace, I will give my return address. To the other two, no, because I literally am afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. No one is going to start looking in little girls' underpants to make sure that they're a girl. No one. Please answer this question. Does a man who has fathered children have the right, and somehow from you, the entitlement, to start naming himself mother and push aside the woman who gave birth to the children? My subscribers, please do comment, because I've had a few indications that YouTube is blocking comments. I think this is happening all over. Please, my viewers and subscribers, copy this and tag all of these three representatives of Congress with this message. Does a father of children, when he decides to wear makeup and change his outfits and buy a new kind of shoes in size 11, does he have the right to walk around with the children he fathered, claiming to be their mother?